Shit. I was late. Real quick, real quick. Man, man, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pretty late, man. I was knocked the fuck out. Shucks. I just want to run through these real quick, just take a quick glance. See who's in and out of these lineups. Okay, we don't have a KC lineup yet. New York and Milwaukee lineup ain't out yet. Okay. Atlanta lineup is out. Ozzy Albies in there. Ozzy is in there. San Diego lineup ain't out yet. Pittsburgh lineup, Minnesota lineup, and Seattle lineup. All right, you waiting on those few lineups. Real quick, man. Real quick. For that Dodgers game, I didn't have too much. I just didn't have too much for that game. I know Glass now his strikeouts and outs were in play, but I didn't have too much for that game. Um, Bats here. In fact, let me add another tab here. That'll be cool. So I can run it down differently. Let me slide it on over here. Right there. Boom. Okay. So I would look at so batters I should have put all this shit together, but I got a few bats, a couple bats here. Couple bats. Mhm, mm, okay. All right. Let's go. Hmm, let's just filter by hits, runs, and RBIs. I don't want it like that. At least a hit, whatever the case may be. But I like Ali Rushman. You know, I like Ali today. Um, Mm, I I would say well, this is a big time strikeout game here, but this team don't strike out that much. Um, but anything can happen. What's up, Pat? I'm just going through a couple bats that I liked. I'll tell you what, I didn't really jump on them, but Evan Carter really popped up for me today. So, if you just want to look at him for a hit, be my guest. Um, didn't really pick any of these bats here. This y'all know what's happening in this Houston Colorado game. Y'all definitely know what's happening there. Um, I couldn't talk you off anything here. Um, if the kid is in the lineup, what's this kid's name? I don't. I ain't. Anything can happen there. Jordan, everybody's in play. Y'all know what's up with that. Who lost? Oh, the Orioles. Yeah, man. I couldn't believe it, man. They didn't show up, and it happens, man. It happens. Damn, my left hand itching like a mug, man. It happens, man. The Orioles did not show up, Matt. Man, that was crazy, bro. That was extremely crazy. But it is what it is, man. It's a long season. Man, we can't, we gotta have bankroll management and definitely straight bet, So it is what it is in that. Where's the other bets that I had out? Oh, I don't think we have lineups for this one here, but if we get Gary Sanchez in there, I'm gonna like him. Well, I'll tell you my two top bets here. You have to just keep going, right? You got to keep going. You got to keep going with Soto. So we're gonna put Soto over there, and then we're gonna put Soto over there. Now Paredes is another guy. I'm gonna put him up there, right? Because Paredes popped out for me, so I'm gonna put him up there. Uh, uh, Judge, we know he's always in play. Soto, you can get his hits, runs, and RBIs at a minus 155. I like Soto, Contreras, right? Those are two guys that I definitely know I like. Of course, like I said, Judge is in play, and what's the name popped off for me? Gary Sanchez, he popped out, so I wouldn't be surprised if Gary Sanchez have himself a game, right? So Gary Sanchez is somebody that you can look at, right, and judge. This Guardians game. Um, Acuna Jr. and I want to say it was Ozuna. For some reason, I do expect runs to be put up in this game here. I know this Cleveland team, they don't strike out much. We can probably look towards the over here, right? But, if I had to take one guy, uh, I don't know. We don't have a lineup out. We don't have bats out for this Cleveland game yet. Let's run a quick check and look at this again, right? So, yeah. So yeah, this is the only lineup we got out right now. It's the Atlanta team. So definitely, Ozuna of course. Ronald Acuna Jr. I think he's the one that popped the hardest for me earlier. So anybody can be, anybody. I'll toss Acuna up there for right now. Anybody can pop off there. Uh, hmm. So if you're playing on FanDuel, you got to be very careful, man, because if your batter is not in the lineup and they happen to pinch hit for him, then you're going to they're going to count that towards a bat, man. So you have to be very, very, very scarce about that. Okay. Um, Jorge Soler, um, Wilmer Flores, those two bats that popped out for me. I couldn't talk you off neither one of these guys here. That Wilmer Flores, for some reason, Flores popped for me, and then Jorge Soler. You can take those guys for a hit, whatever the case may be, all the way up to a home run for somebody like Soler. What's up, Z's? What's going on? Um, I didn't really look at this game here for bats. I probably ran out of gas at this time, but we know that um, Mike Trout is always in play. Keep an eye out for Miguel Sano. He's been balling, right? Here and there. Don't know if I want to take any bats from this game either. I think a few Mariners bats was popping up for me, but I'll go back and take another look, okay? So as of right now, like my top bats would probably be, if I had to take three bats from here, it would be Adley Rushman, Juan Soto. That's my top two bats for right now. Adley Rushman, Juan Soto. Outside of that Astros game, I'm not even talking about that game. Everybody's supposed to go crazy in that game. If I can get a third, I'll rank them. I'll rank them. I can't even rank them. Top bats: Adley Rushman, Soto. Contreras got to be named as one of the top bats. Um, Acuna. Jorge Soler is overly due. He's extremely overly due. Overly due. When he hit a home run, he's gonna hit two or three of them. Watch. He's overly due, man. He's overly due. Okay. Now, Isaac Paredes is somebody who I dropped in there. Evan Carter is somebody who I dropped in there. So it is what it is, right? Wilmer Flores is somebody that I dropped in there. Not, and Corey Seager is somebody who's overly due. He's overly due. I keep saying that, but it is what it is. Pitching, the Dodgers did not really scratch. What happened? Who hit that? Or how did they score? Let's see. Betts hit his hit. He probably hit his hits, runs, and RBIs right there. If I'm a live bet these strikeouts though for or these outs for Glass now, I'm a live bet him. If his outs, if he gets to going crazy, then I'm a live bet him. So looking at strikeouts here, now this is an interesting play. Hunter Green sitting at 5.5. Um, this Texas Rangers, they don't strike out much, but it's still a value spot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie. It's still a value spot. So if you think you just want to get there, I couldn't talk you off of it. It's still a value spot, right? This Hunter Green, Michael Lorenzen, he's in a good spot here. I think you got to keep it on, right? Versus right hand pitching, Cincinnati, they're striking out at 28.6%. Michael Lorenzen, you can look at his outs, which is at 15.5, and you can look at his strikeouts, which is at he's in a good strikeout spot. So I just, and then I'll look at it on FanDuel because this is the way that I will get for value. I mean, I just think he gets there, man. I think he gets there, and the numbers line up for him. You can't do nothing but like it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like it, but it is what it is. So Lorenzen K's, and and if he's got the K's working, like I said, the value should be there, right? If you got the K's working, his K's are at 4.5 right now. He just had a 7 strikeout game. If he goes up to 6, that's a plus 148, and then his 7 is at plus 330. His 8 is at 630. Keep in mind, like I just showed you guys, Cincinnati, they're striking out the most. This is where I like to attack Cincinnati on the road versus right-hand pitching. This is where I like to attack them. On the flip side, for Cincinnati, if I had to take a bet, it would probably be Benson. But like I said, this is where the value. This is where you're going to get some value at. Of course, he has to go out there and hit his K prop, but against Atlanta, he just gave Atlanta 7 Ks. It is what it is, man. That's where the value's at. It's 4.5 Ks for Michael Lorenzen at minus 135, and then his outs. You know what? Let me add one more tab so I can maneuver through these really good, really quick, right? Let's see. Put this right here, slide this right there, come right here. Then come right here, here. I would, okay, I would do this right here. Okay, I would clear this out, and then, like I was saying, his outs, right? His outs are in play. Outs. So, at 15.5, I couldn't talk you off of it, man. So his strikeouts, his strikeouts, his outs, right? I mean, and then it's a pick your poison. Like yesterday, I got mixed up. One pitcher was hitting one pitcher wasn't hitting the other. You know what I'm saying? So I got kind of mixed up. You got to be pretty definite, you know what I'm saying, on what you want to do. But like I said, if you're looking for value or you want to, try to win a few extra bucks and you want to ladder something up, Michael Lorenzen is an option. All right. Edward Cabrera, he has really good K stuff. This Miami Marlins team, this Washington Nationals team can be patient, and so he. Let me rewind it back though. We rewind it back and go to. I'm sorry, guys. Sonny Gray. I definitely would look at him for outs. He's been phenomenal. I definitely would look at him for outs there. If he don't get there, he don't get there. But he's been pitching wonderful. Okay, Sonny Gray outs is in prop and play. So you can look at his outs there. Let's say this season here, he's pitched 3 games. He hit his outs prop in 2 of his last 3 games. His outs sitting at 17.5. It's in play, and you could also look at his Ks. I didn't go to his Ks, but he's hit his K prop in 2 of his last 3 games. Granted, he's going up against this New York Mets team. If he's got it working, he's got it working, right? I don't know, but I lean towards the over Ks outs for him. Couldn't talk you off his Ks, but I lean towards the over outs for him. He's been pitching good. Okay, so definitely put his outs over there just to, so there you have that. Now, as far as Edward Cabrera, where we were, I think Edward Cabrera is, he's a really good strikeout pitcher. Let's get that shit out the way, right? Edward Cabrera is Edward Cabrera is a righty. So, strikeout wise for Edward Cabrera, like I said, he's got that stuff. He's definitely do. His last 2 games, he's had 7 strikeouts and 10 strikeouts. This season, this will be his 3rd game pitched. He's went 15 and 18 outs. Like I said, this team here is pretty patient. They can be pretty patient. Versus right-hand pitching, this Washington team is 21%, 21.8% K rate. That's pretty low. It's kind of it's low. Almost borderline average or whatever. But on 100 WRC plus. So I'll probably just fall back. Interesting play would be on the flip side, and that would be That would be Mitchell Parker, right? So he just went out and got 8 strikeouts versus Houston, uh, 4 strikeouts versus the Dodgers. He has pitched last 2 out games. He's pitched 15 and went 15 and 21 um, outs. His outs prop sitting at 15 and a half right now. Going up against this Miami team who don't scare me, right? But you know, they could probably pop off at any time. These are professionals, but these teams just probably don't. This offense just don't scare me. Hasn't been scaring me, right? So versus left hand pitching, Miami, they got a low K rate and they got a okay sample size at 400. The WRC plus is 46. That's just the WRC plus. I gotta call you back, Mo. Call you back in a minute, Mo.
Okay, big guy.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So the WRC plus is what gets me, right? So it's just showing me that I think that he can at least get his outs prop. Now, like I showed you, he did just have uh he did just have 8 Ks versus Houston, right? This is another value spot if you just want to bet on some shit, right? So let's say Lorenzen just went out there and had 7 Ks. I'm gonna put that over there. That's his last outing, 7 Ks. He's in a good spot right now. Not the greatest spot here for I would say for Parker, but anything can happen, right? He's coming off an 8K outing. I don't think his Ks will go up to 8. It might go up to 7 here, but let's take a look. It goes up to 8, right? If we would have bet that, it would have been a plus 680 at 8, right? Don't get it twisted. Eric Cabrera could get his Ks and not hit his outs, but he's got nasty strikeout stuff. Eric Cabrera, him, like, like you're getting him and you're getting Cabrera and you're getting Cabrera Ks and Hunter Green Ks at a discount right now. You know what I'm saying? Both of these guys that can they got control issues, but you're getting their Ks at a discount right now, man. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right. So to keep it moving, this game here, I'm not looking for pitchers in this game. I'm trying to tell you this shit right now. I'm skipping over this game. All bats are playing this one, preferably the Houston bats. The rest of the way, the rest of the way here, I'm kind of skeptical, right? Don't know how I feel about Charlie Morton's outs. Oh, Dylan Cease and Ranger Suarez, both of these guys have the ability to hit their outs. I don't even know, bro. I couldn't even answer that question. I couldn't even answer this question, man. Straight up. I've seen that game. I've seen that game go over. I know what that game can do. They about to go crazy. They probably about to go crazy. If they don't, they don't. If you sprinkle on it, sprinkle a little something on it. But I wouldn't even, man. That game about to go crazy. And then it might not. But I've seen that game go crazy before. Or was it those Mexico games or whatever? I don't know, but I remember. But either way it go, Dylan Cease and Ranger Suarez, both of these guys outs are in play. Both of these guys have been pitching phenomenally. You can look at the no runs first inning for this one here. You can bet multiple innings that no run is scored in this one here live. You can bet live strikeouts, especially from the Dylan Cease standpoint. This game here is these pitchers here have been on one, right? They've been on one. Cease has about what, 7Ks or better in like 3 or 4 straight games. Suarez Ks aren't that high, but you can also look at him for outs. I'll go through some of the numbers for you guys so you guys can give you guys a visual of what's been going on between the two teams here, two pitchers here. And so it's a matter of time before Cease explodes for a big strikeout outing. But his strikeout probably is sitting at 7.5. He's had let's filter to the last 5 games. He's had 7Ks in 4 straight games. So if you want to tease it down to that, then you could look at that, and then the outs for him, right? So his outs are sitting at 17.5 right now. I like it, right? So he's hit it in 4 straight games. So his outs are in play. Ranger Suarez. His Ks are sitting at 4.5. He's hit this number. Let's go. So there's value on his, but I don't know if I'll be going there, right? But he's hit this number 4 of his last 5 games. His strikeouts and then his outs. He's hit this number, his outs number, in 4 straight games as well. So, a good pitching matchup here. We got a righty and a lefty on the mound. Versus left-hand pitching. San Diego Padres K rate is sitting at 16.5. So they only got 242 plate appearances. It's a small sample size, but I'm pointing it out for you guys. A 102 WRC plus, borderline, where you at the very least would want to be in this, and then versus right hand pitching, this Philly team, 21.7% K rate, and WRC plus is right around the same as San Diego Padres at 98. Do as you will with this information here, man. Anything can happen. We don't, we can only make the best decisions for what, for what we're trying to do. I do want to take a look at the outs prop here and see what. So Ranger Suarez, as of right now, is still like under the -125. I would lay that juice. That juice for -160 is kind of high for me for that Dylan Cease. Maybe you might still get it on those picket sites. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of those pick'em sites and stuff like that. As to where you could come on those picking sites. I haven't played Prize Picks in a while, but you can go on those pick'em sites and probably get some of those bets. You know what I'm saying? That's not juice, and some of these pick'em sites don't even give you those outs and things like that. So for certain pitchers. So let's see. Sonny Gray, I got love there. Mitchell Parker, I got love there. Suarez is up there. Cease outs are sitting at a goblin, deep goblin. Interesting at 17.5. Suarez, I can see Suarez getting there. So let's keep it moving, okay? What about walks? I want to see something. They got walks up here. Pitcher walks. Pitcher walks. Okay, I don't see. Okay, let's see. All right. Pitching outs. Walks allowed. That's probably what it should say. There it is right there. Walks allowed. I want to see something. Kirby. Okay. They got him as a goblin. All right. I just wanted to see something. Okay. Lorenzen. You know what, too? Lorenzen will walk some motherfuckers, man. Lorenzen would. I should have wrote some of that shit down. So his 1.5 walks is sitting at a okay. All right. Sitting at the Goblin for 1.5. All right, so spin the block back here. Where were we? So yeah, Dylan Cease and Ranger Suarez outs are in play. George Kirby. If you, yeah, I'm fast forwarding to George Kirby. If George Kirby, here's a guy that I look at him for. Um, I look at him for outs. I mean for walks. Yeah. So ain't no way let me see. I seen him coming out at 1, so I can't take that. But if it comes out at 1.5, or I can get a 1.5 for a parlay piece, then I'm pretty much gonna jump on that, right? But right now his walks sitting at only 1, right? I can't do that. I can't do that. But his outs are something I would look at. I would look at his outs. It's just that this Arizona team is, their strikeouts are down. They can be patient at times, so I'm kind of skeptical there, right? Looking at his last 5 games, he's hit his outs prop 2 of his last 5 games here. Yep, 2 of his last 5 games. Kind of skeptical, for a pitcher of his caliber, you would like to see his outs at 17.5. I mean, I wouldn't like to, but that's what I would imagine they'd come out. And it's at 16.5. Something's just telling me something's going to be off with this one here, right? It's going to be off, right? Versus the right hand pitching. Arizona, they down here at the bottom down here at 19% K rate, right, with 11.2% walk rate. So they have the ability to walk. Their offense can go anemic too. His their WRC plus is at 8 to 87. It's a coin toss, if you ask me. What's the odds on it? At -145, so it's favored to the over. It's still a coin toss. Kirby does have some strikeout stuff. So if you want to get there, be my guest. I probably won't. Depending on how my day is going while I'm at work, if my day is going pretty good, maybe I might slide in there. You know what I'm saying? And, make a play on his outs. But, not right now, right? So right now what I'm looking at here is on the outside, Michael Lorenzen. They should be playing by now, though. I had already took Michael Lorenzen's out. Oh, no, they ain't playing. Oh, yeah, they might be playing by now. I had already took Michael Lorenzen's outs last night. Let me see. Oh, so the next game. So let me see. Michael Lorenzen's outs -120. I think it's a good bet. He can lose control sometimes, man. I just, or you can look at his Ks. There's an instance where he can get to his Ks before his outs, right? So his Ks is sitting at, so these are the outs candidates. Lorenzen, Gray, Dylan Cease, Ranger Suarez, and strikeouts here. Michael Lorenzen, Parker, I mean, if you just want to alter some Ks, then I wouldn't mind. Ranger Suarez is an interesting play because he's shown some upside on his K stuff. He's shown some upside on his K stuff. You're gonna get his K. I'm gonna put him in the value section over here, right? On FanDuel, I'm gonna put him in the value section over here. Look at the Dodgers beating the fuck out of Kikuchi. Ranger Suarez, I'm gonna put him in the value section over here as far as strikeouts, because his strikeouts been up and down, but he's shown the ability to get over 4.5 Ks and shit like that. Like I said, the San Diego Padres team don't strike out much, but if you just want to take his regular Ks, I couldn't talk you off of it, right? If you want to bet his Ks straight, his out straight, you could do that too. If he hit both of them, that's definitely a plus. Right. I'll put him in the value section over here as for 5Ks in the value section. But like I said, Ranger Suarez, he did show the ability to. And who did he pitch against? Let me take a quick glance again. See who did he pitch against again? He pitched against gave Atlanta 7 Ks, Washington 4, Pittsburgh 8, Colorado 8, Cincinnati 5. He's facing Cincinnati again. This is a back-to-back. So he's facing Cincinnati. No, he's not. He's facing San Diego. Okay. So he's shown upside, but like Pittsburgh, there's a team that could strike out. Colorado's definitely a team that can strike out. And you catch these Atlanta Braves out there bad, they're going to strike out. Washington is a patient team. Sometimes you got to be mindful of what you do because they don't strike out a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's still early in the season. So, yeah. Hmm. And then the bats, man. What did I do with those bats? Okay, so you got to put Ozuna up there. I had to add him. So my top bats here was going to be Adley Rushman, Soto, Contreras, Acuna, Solares Due, Flores, honorable mention, Ozuna. He's just Ozuna, right? There's a bunch, and Evan Carter is an honorable mention as well. And I need to add, and what's the name should be up here. He's just going to explode. I can't put him up there, but he's just going to explode, right? One day, Corey Seager is going to explode, and like I said, it's a matter of time before Jorge get your ass. When he hit a home run, I think he's gonna hit 2. This is a spot, but I can't recommend him, man. I lost a lot of money on him. All right. So with that being said, guys, peace out. As far as sides here, I didn't even. The Baltimore game kind of like did me dirty. I had already taken the Dodgers earlier here. Put them in a parlay and ran the run line. So I didn't take Glasnow K's. Let me take a look and see what Glasnow is doing in the K department here. He's probably murdering their ass. He's only got 2 Ks. I said I was going to live bet his Ks. He's got 22 pitches, right? So I'm probably going to end up. I should have took his outs. I should have taken his outs. I should have taken his outs. Let me go to live. Let me see where his numbers are at live. Glasnow. His strikeouts are at 7.5 right now live. His outs are at 17.5 right now live, but DraftKings can be frustrating to live bet on. I think ESPN Bet is for baseball. Your ESPN Bet, you can get your bets in live a little bit easier, right? A little bit easier. There's not a lot going on. So let's see, Glasnow. So he must be pitching right now. Yeah, he's pitching. So that's one thing. He's pitching, right? Let's see. Total hits. Outs recorded. So I'd have to wait, right? I would have to wait because he's pitching right now. All right. So at the end of the day, take what you like, leave what you don't. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to be. As soon as I come in from work tomorrow, I'm going to try to do it, right? I'm going to try to get it together around 8 a.m., 7, 8 a.m. As soon as I come in from work, I'm going to try to do it, right? Next week, I'll be switching shifts next week, going to first shift for training. So that's 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I would put out I'm going to put out some content late night. And then those will be Those will more than likely be recording. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit notifications bell, and wherever you're at, right? Um, YouTube or Facebook, whatever, right? Because I'll be putting the content out at nighttime for the next week, maybe 2 weeks. Putting content out at nighttime, and you guys can wake up on it and get a chance to catch the early lines, or maybe do an early lines, early lines. We get to it late night. Maybe do something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, right? At the end of the day, take what you like, leave what you don't. I am going to end it here, man. Peace.